Hello friends, good morning, Vladimir here, and this is the daily forecast for 13 of August 2013. Yesterday was a quiet day, we did not get much, the market was choppy and nothing really happened. Let's go quickly and check the things we've been talking about, the New Zealand dollar, which we expected a down move, and now just pay close attention to that. It's a head and shoulders on the 1 hour chart, which has been broken during the night. Now it is retesting the neckline. Pay close attention here, because if it closes above the neckline once again and holds above it, it's time to close your sales, take some small profits or accept some small loss, depends where exactly you joined the down move. But if it managed to continue down from here, then a break below the last support should bring another momentum to the downside, and we will be aiming this time here. I think it's able to take us all the way to this zone. It's in between, this is the New Zealand dollar 1 hour chart, it's in between 0.7935 down to 0.7915, and it's also the head place duplication. See that? That's the head, that's the duplication, and that's where it could take us. All that is relevant as long as the neckline on the 1 hour chart holds. It's very important that we don't see a break above that again and some close above the neckline. That would be a sign to stay away. Okay? Now for a very interesting opportunity we have on the list, that's a dollar yen. I think we should be ready for a sell. Why? Well, first of all, dollar yen is moving inside a channel. It's something that is pretty clear now. I do think the dollar yen is able to reach the top of this channel, but pay close attention, we now might go and have a bearish hidden divergence on the 4 hour chart. There are several resistances waiting for the dollar yen, right? Of course, there are more on the 1 hour chart. They're a bit closer, like one here, then one here, right? They're much bit closer, but the zone and the range is the same. Now, on the 4 hour chart, as I said, we are going for a bearish hidden divergence. On the 1 hour chart, as you can see, we are on a continuing divergence already. In RSI is around 80. From my point of view, on each of these tops, on each of these resistances, the dollar yen might go make a stop and might begin its down move. 20 MA on the 1 hour chart will be the first target to pay attention to. 4 hour chart 20 MA will be the next one. I think that the higher we will get a stop, the higher it will go and push, the better and the stronger will be the sell. Personally, I prefer to sell it on something like 98, 98, 30 or a bit higher. That's the place I wanted to reach. Then, based on the divergence rules, of course, we are looking for bearish candle pattern, MACD to tick to the downside. That will be a good time to jump in and go for a sell. And of course, our final protection is the channel bands, the channel boundaries, the channel limits. All right, these channel limits, that's the maximum we could accept in this rise to the upside. So from my point of view, look for sell opportunities on the combination 4 hour chart hidden divergence with 1 hour chart continuing divergence. According to the hidden divergence rule, set 3 resistances once the combination completed, once there is a hidden on the 4 and continuing on the 1, then set 3 resistances, set your stop above that, target. As I said, in this case I prefer to be more conservative. 20 MA on the 1 hour chart for first target, 20 MA 4 hour chart the next target. Final target could be all the way to the previous low or even lower, as it might be the beginning of a very strong down move. The next great thing we have is the silver. If you remember, friends, previous week we called wonderful break, and that's 130 points, something like that, up move since then. That's amazing. Now I think the silver is preparing the ground for a bearish cycle. Why? Well, first of all, there are several resistances on the daily chart, right? And it's also the weekly 20 MA, the one we were aiming, if you remember. Now I think we might go for a daily Bollinger Band duplication, and on the 4-hour chart, as we can see, there is a continuing divergence already. Within 2 more candles from now, we might go and have 3 more candles, sorry, 20 candles ride, which means the bearish pressure will be much stronger. RSI is dancing around its extreme. I think on each of these resistances, silver might go and make a stop and start its pullback to the downside, and that's where we should be. On the 1-hour chart, there is also a divergence, as we can see. Once we get a clear stop with a bearish candle pattern and MACD ticking to the downside, and I think it could happen on each of the resistances, I said, it will be time to jump in. The 1-hour chart 20 MA will be quick first target, 4-hour chart 20 MA will be the next target, and in case we get over 20 candles right, we might get even deeper move to the downside. After this down cycle, that the bearish cycle, I expect that most likely will come from any of these resistances. After that, as I said, bearish cycle, and after the bearish cycle, I do think silver is able to push all the way up again and take us all the way to the daily big trend line, as you can see here. So I do think something like up, down, up again, strong again for 2 or 3 more 100 points. So to make long story short, bearish cycle on the short term, look for buy opportunities after the bearish cycle to come, of course, right after that. Dow Jones is the next interesting opportunity I have on my list. We are forming now a bearish hidden divergence. As I told you yesterday, we reached our 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart. Job done. Now it's time to look for opportunity to resell. It is forming a bearish hidden divergence on the 4-hour chart. You can see that, right? To just 1 second here. 2 lower highs on the chart, 2 higher highs on the MACD histogram. On the stochastic as well, same story. I think it's able to go and to make a stop on each of the resistances right here, and that's where we should be looking for a sell opportunity. 4-hour chart bearish hidden, 1-hour chart already continuing, another push to the upside, and RSI might go for extreme, and right there on each of these places, bearish candle pattern, MACD tick to downside, 20 MA quick first profit, and then last low as the next profit. And I remind you, for the very long run, we are still on the opinion that it's just the beginning of a big down move, closer and closer to the daily 200 moving average. It will take time, but we might jump in, and that might be the beginning of a long-term trade, right? So that's about the Dow Jones, which I find very, very interesting now. I've been talking about the natural gas, the corn yesterday, and we got the false break, we got the move. Now it's ranging. Pay close attention for this forensic. If it will successfully break above the last high, that's a sign that we are moving up. Trend line right here will be our target, I remind you. In case it does not break within a few candles to the upside and ranging around the 20 MA, go out. Close this trade and just go out from the corn. Okay? I mean from the short-term trade, of course. We want a clear sign. That's where we want to be. Okay? Another very interesting opportunity I have on my list is Euro-Aussie. Euro-Aussie, I've been talking about this pair that we should be looking to sell the rallies. The biggest question is that the end of the rally, or right from here we will see another push to the upside and then big down? This is the 4-hour chart. We go to the 1-hour chart, and there are 2 things that could happen. First of all, there is a support right now. There was a divergence already, right? Some stop, not a clear divergence, but some stop, a bearish hidden divergence between these 2 highs. So we could expect and we should expect a down move. The question is how we join. If it pushes up again from here, let it go. We'll be looking for divergence around this zone, then go for a sell. But we might get and see right 1, 2, 3 now, and this we have 1, we have 2, we might go now for a 3. 3 could be any of a highs in between this range, and then break down below the last low and this support, and that would be a sign to jump in. Of course, with a protection above the last high before the break, target on the last low, okay. And the 3 could be also like here, okay, like 1, 2, big up, and then bam, all the way to the downside. It doesn't matter how exactly it does it, it just has to break. So 2 scenarios for the Euro Aussie. We are going to sell it right from the top, or alternatively we are going to sell it with the break 1, 2, 3, and that's where we are getting prepared, and that's where we want to be, and that's what we are looking for. This is, from my point of view, really good and a really interesting opportunity. So we have the New Zealandian dollar, which we talked about. We have the Euro Aussie. We have the dollar yen, which from my point of view is one of the most interesting. The silver, of course, and the Dow Jones, which I found very, very, very interesting as well. There is a pound franc also on my list, but I still think it's early. I wanted to go to 144 zone or a bit higher, so I think we will be talking about it tomorrow, as it might be a bit early as for now. And these are the main things I have on my list for today. That's the hot things I have here. Euro dollar and pound dollar, also it's a bit early. I want the euro dollar to break this support to regain the bearish momentum, and I want the pound dollar to break also its support range. So I think down, but I think it might be just a bit earlier than we need, and I'm definitely looking for these 2 pairs as for sell opportunities for long run. So that's pretty much where we will have to be prepared for the next days and the next weeks. So stay tuned. Of course, I'll keep you updated and let you know when and how we do that. That's all for today, friends. Careful, it's summertime. You see the moves, you see the zigzag, you see the choppy and the ranging zigzagging. Don't force trading, as I said. If the scenarios does not happen, okay, the scenario does not happen, just ignore it, just keep it, okay. Don't force yourself to trade. Wait for the clear sign, wait for the clear stop, wait for the clear candle pattern, break, let it sink and let it happen. And as you see, when we wait and where we are prepared, and when we wait for clear scenario to happen, it happens, it pays well. Okay, just don't force trading. That's all, friends. I thank you very much for your time watching this video. Tomorrow I'll see you in the morning. Again, of course, if you have any questions or you want to share your trades, or just comment about any of these trades and discuss, please put it down on the discussion board, and of course I will reply later. Thank you very much once again. I wish you a wonderful day. Yours, Vladimir. Bye bye.